it's Michelle Prize from Spiritual Events Directory. It's so good to be here, and I've got a couple of amazing guests here today. Normally I only have one, but I've got two today, so it's double trouble. Something's up. We will find out what that is. Margarita of Robbioff and David Laws, thank you so much for joining me today. It's so good to be here with both of you.
It's exciting to be here, Michelle.
Yeah, so Margarita, you've got quite an interesting background. We were just chatting about that. So you're a mindset mentor, a light worker, spiritual activist, and an opera singer. That's
I know. It is quite a mix. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So yes, it's been a very interesting journey. I studied for a long time as an opera singer. At the same time, had to support myself and was doing various other things. So I started a business as a personal trainer to get myself out of the corporate world because I couldn't stand corporate. So I eventually had enough. Started as a personal trainer, which took me into the mindset, then it went sort of law of attraction, all that kind of thing. And then as I was on that path, I connected with some spiritual people. And it was so interesting because I was like, I love you, but that's not my thing. The whole spiritual thing's not my thing.
Next minute.
And then all of a sudden, there's a whole story behind it I'm not going to share with you today. But along the way, I discovered that I'm a channel. Wow. So I'm a channel for an ancient spiritual language, which is a healing language. Oh and that combined with my background with the opera training just opened up a whole new world for me. So I still do the mentoring and the coaching, but my real superpower is my ability to channel this spiritual healing language.
Wow. Is that like a light language worker? Is that?
I am. Yeah, it is light language.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I've met a few. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Amazing. I'm so impressed. So impressed. And that's beautiful that you have the voice, you know, to be able to, you know, bring the messages through or the language through in that way. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Now, David Laws, so you would say you're a spiritual intuitive, but people probably know you as the famous flower man. That's certainly how I know you and love you. And someone who is amazing at manifesting, just incredible. So, good background. If you could tell our viewers a little bit about yourself as well.
Well, Michelle, I've been involved in the spiritual work this is my 36th year.
Oh, David, give away your age there.
Look, I know. Look, I see you staring at me in disbelief, but I'm really only 28. I've just been to some fabulous parties. And the drugs were good. But basically, I've been involved actively, or shall I say mindfully involved in the spiritual work, and became aware of my gift when I was quite young and started practicing the beautiful old ancient art of flower reading, a beautiful psychic practice that dates back to the Aboriginal Dreamtime, I believe, and it's one of the oldest known psychic art forms known to mankind. So it's a very old psychometry-based psychic art form. And I've just practiced that over the years, doing a few little barbecue, party, fun things here, there and everywhere. And little did I realise, Michelle, that I was being prepared for my future, because I came from a corporate background and had businesses of my own, but never did I ever realise that my true destiny was the spiritual work. And reading flowers has been my full-time profession now for 12 years. This is my 12th year. So all I've done for the last 12 years is pull flowers out of paper bags for people all around Australia, a few overseas trips here and there, and it's accessed me to many thousands of people, and it's been an extraordinary journey. Yeah.
Now, the two of you combined, we're doing something pretty special. That's why we're here, you know, having a chat. So there's an event coming up on December 20. You've got a t-shirt there, Margarita, which I think maybe, yes. Oh, okay. So in alignment with what we're talking about. But we are talking about something coming up. It's special for Christmas. Who would like to, you know, tell me a little bit about this event and sort of how it came about and what it's called and all of those sorts of things?
Well, David, you tell the story so well.
Oh, well, I tell you what, it's really funny, Michelle. It dates back a couple of years, because Margarita and I met through Facebook. And Margarita, being a beautiful opera singer, she posted an event of hers one day where she was singing with the Mount Tambourine Society up there, the musical society, and she posted it up on Facebook, and she was singing O Mio Babino Caro, one of my favourite operatic arias, and I just melted and thought, oh my Lord, who is this lady? She just popped up on my newsfeed, and I commented on her post and said, wow, beautiful voice, my favourite aria. I hope I get to meet you in person one day. Well, that day did eventuate sometime down the track. We communicated and we became Facebook friends. And but then one day Margarita and I finally got to meet up in person, and that's where the friendship really commenced. And it was not until just, what was it, 2 months ago, Margarita?
Barely 2 months.
Barely 2 months ago, our dear friend here was performing at a charity event up on the Sunshine Coast, and once again she was performing my favourite aria in and whereabouts was it, Margarita?
It was actually up at the strawberry farm, Kalula Berries. That's it was up. It's up past Gympie. It was like a little country little thing.
Oh wow! It looks so good. You and your beautiful opera dress singing in amongst the berries. It just looks so spectacular. And once again, you were singing my favourite aria. And again, I commented and thought, oh my Lord, here she goes again. And that particular post that Margarita put up, Michelle, I shared that onto my page and said, hey friends, check out my beautiful friend here singing my favourite operatic aria. And a few people commented on that, including our now dear mutual friend, Justin Whitfield. And Justin commented and said, I actually produce vintage musical, what is it?
Sound systems. Vintage sound systems.
Vintage sound systems. And he said, Margarita, you'd be interested to know that my sound systems are vintage and they are produced specifically for operatic voices. And of course, that's where the connection was made. So you can pick it up, sweetheart. What happened next?
Well, it was very funny because I was sort of toying with having left my career behind 10 years ago. And the reason behind that was coming into my early 40s, it was like, I haven't got a career at this point, nothing to really, write home about. I was pretty much a washed up wannabe opera singer. So I went, I have to get on with my life and do something. So I left it behind, haven't really sung like properly or professionally for 10 years. And I was sort of toying with the idea of doing some more stuff, maybe a little Christmas concert up here in the Mary Valley somewhere. And Justin said, oh, I'll do your sound systems for you.
Yes.
And I was thinking, yeah, well, in my head, I was thinking, I wasn't planning on spending that much on production, mate. But then David came in and said, are you serious, Justin? Justin went, yeah, mate, I'm serious. Within 48 hours, this global event just happened. It's insane. I still can't, it was so surreal because it went from nothing, almost nothing, to this global event within 48 hours because we're all such big thinkers. I've never worked, and Alyssa's the same, and that Alyssa is Justin's partner. I've never worked with a group of people who they're as crazy as me. We're all sort of off the chart, off the Richter's chart, crazy. We all think huge. Yeah, so we just went, we're just going to put on this massive production for Christmas.
Wow. In a backyard.
In a backyard.
I'm so glad you're the chief manifester, David, because you are. But it sounds like all of you have got this.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Wait till
we're
you
all
see my post
amazing
this afternoon.
Continue, Margarita. I interrupted.
No, I stopped, so that's okay. No, and we really thought we got to do this with a difference. If we're going to do this, we've got to really put a different slant on it. And because coming into this year in particular, we're coming into such an auspicious time because the 19th, 20th and 21st is actually the 3 days of ascension around humanity and the planet.
Wow.
So this entire year has been all about birthing a new consciousness onto the planet. Mm-hmm. So the reason we chose the 20th is because it is the eve of the 21st. And that is when this enormous spiritual energy is going to come through. It's also the day on the 21st that there's going to be a gathering of Aboriginal elders out at Uluru. Oh. They're activating some crystals out there that is actually going to bring a massive amount of healing to the planet. And the more people we have awake on the planet and conscious, the easier that transition is going to be. So the intention behind the concert is to really help bring in that consciousness during that 3 days. And by the time the 21st comes around, the transition is as easy and effortless for all of us as possible.
Oh my gosh, that is powerful. That is powerful. I just got goosebumps as soon as we're talking about all of that. So
right.
The people that are participating, I'm guessing this, because of the circumstances, will be like streamed online as well, or people are, both, or people go there physically.
Yeah, we have a certain number of tickets. It's actually quite an intimate event. We didn't want it to get too out of control.
Yeah.
So we made it quite an intimate event. So there's only a limited number of tickets and they're already half gone. Oh. And then we're holding space for the intention to have 100,000 people on the global live stream. So we're activating the People's Army to get this out there, to get as many people to know about it as possible. It's only $10 to actually access the live stream. So it'll be live streamed across a private network. So they'll get their own private link. They'll also get a recording if they can't make it live. So no matter where you are in the world, you can either watch this live or you can participate in it. I mean, imagine 100,000 people, Michelle, all with the intention of bringing more love, more consciousness, more peace, more connection, more understanding, more gratitude, more abundance to the planet, all at the same time.
Heading into 2021 too, and with those 3 days, those auspicious days, they're so powerful. So the 20th is the day that it's happening. The name of the event was what?
Christmas Classics for the Conscious Collective.
Beautiful. Now, the lineup, what are we looking at? What sort of things can we expect to see during that specifically?
Well, we have such a magical night planned. We're going to start with a welcome to country by the traditional Aboriginal owners of the land and a smudging ceremony. So that's going to really bring in the magical energy to start with. Then we're going to have some of us divas and an operatic baritone come in and do some Christmas carols and some fun operatic arias. And then we're going to lead into the sound healing. So we're going to have crystal bowl sound healing, Aboriginal didgeridoo sound healing, my light language sound healing.
Oh my God. Margarita, you sold it to me. I'm in. Where's my ticket? Where's my ticket?
Oh, good. Good. We'd love to see you guys.
We're not finished yet. Then we're going to finish. Then we're going to finish with your favorite Christmas carols. All three of us opera singers are going to sing your favorite Christmas carols and really leave you on such a massive high by the time you leave that event, either virtually or in person.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Margarita, this is so exciting. I can't even tell you. The sound, all of that, the frequency is just so powerful, so powerful. And it is beneficial, if you are watching online, I'm assuming, as opposed to being there, like the people will still get the benefit being online.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because guess what else, Michelle?
Oh no,
all this,
something else.
Yes,
what?
Now I'll bring out the steak knives. Wait, there's more. Now, this Margarita just walked us through this amazing program that we've all put together. But get this as far as the setting is concerned. Now, this is Australia's largest backyard concert ever. This is in a private backyard, the largest that's ever been held in Australia, that's going to be beamed out globally. And on top of that, not only is it in a backyard, let me tell you, there's going to be a full stage set up in the back, because this is on 10 acres of property. Wow. This is on 10 acres. So there's going to be a full stage. We're going to have a baby grand piano on there, and we're going to have a string quartet. And on top of that, behind the setting where the stage is, it's all bush. Guess what? All the bush is going to be floodlit with all different colours.
Oh my gosh. That's like a fairy garden.
It is. there's the cicadas, the crickets, there's wallabies, kangaroos, koalas in the trees, all around.
Wow. You guys are amazing. And you organised all of this in like 2 months?
Yes, 6 weeks.
Less. Yes,
6 weeks.
It all came together.
It all happened just because I shared Margarita's post, and look what's happened.
Far out. You guys are like powerhouses with,
Magic happens.
Well, I think we all are really good at co-collaborating and co-creating with the universe. And when the universe is on your side, and I can't tell you, Michelle, the universe had this planned all along.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely certain of it, because
you together. Yeah.
Oh, just the little, the little breadcrumbs. If you follow the trail backwards, you can never see it looking forwards. But when you follow it backwards, it's like,
I know.
You had this planned all along, didn't you?
That's why it's important to be present, which is so good with the name of your, event.
Yes.
It's all about being conscious. It's all about being conscious.
It is.
Things like, what you've just gone through, to meet up in that way and for everything to happen the way it did. Amazing. So the 20th
and then to be open open to it. You've got to be open to the possibilities, because otherwise you just shut down whatever might come your way. So sorry, you go.
So the website is globalconsciousevents.com. That's the best place for people to go to find out a bit more. Is there like a Facebook page or anything else, or just the website is the best?
Just the website. There is a Facebook events page, global. It's the Christmas Classics for the Conscious Collective Facebook event. I think we've actually called it the Christmas Classics, Australian Christmas Classics concert, something like that. So because the rest it was a bit too much of a mouthful, the whole name.
Okay.
But yeah, if you go to globalconsciousevents.com, you will find all that there.
Amazing. So we're looking at, how many did you say you have at the moment? About half the tickets are sold?
Yes, we've still got about 70 tickets available.
Okay.
And then we've got unlimited virtual tickets. So we know that the last 70 in-person tickets are going to go like wildfire. So if you do want a ticket to come, it's going to be great online. You will get all the energy through the transmission. However, if you want a real immersive experience, this is not just a Christmas concert. This is like an immersive experience in the amazing energy that is going to come through, then be there. If you can get to Capalaba in Brisbane, be there. We've actually got people flying up from New South Wales to come to this.
Wow, that's dedication. That is dedication. But people can feel the energy. I mean, I can feel the energy just from chatting to the both of you. And that's why I'm excited, and that's why I'm buying my ticket. So that's done. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Sound healing, I'm there. Light language, love that. So that's been so great to speak to both of you, Margarita, David. Thank you.
Thank you
for organising this amazing event, and also Justin, and the fact that we're doing it at their property. We have to include them in that as well. So this is just going to be amazing, and what a great opportunity to really access and open, our consciousness a little bit more.
Yep, the day before the big event.
I know.
Because the day after that, for the first time in 26,000 years, all the planets align.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So, and I think that's the thing, for people to be absolutely prepared for this transition. This is going to be a real good step in the right direction for them to be energetically prepared for the transition that we're about to make. So this is, we've done this because we love it, and also because it is serving humanity. And I just want to very quickly add that, as I said, we're activating the People's Army to get this out to as many people as possible. So I've dropped some incentives into, I won't tell you what you need to do now, but for a few simple steps for people who are coming to the concert, they need to buy a ticket. Then if they're going to help us promote it, I'm actually giving away 2 of my best wealth transformation programs, my personal coaching programs, valued at over $3,000 US.
Wow.
So yeah, all they need to do is share it out, and they get access to my programs. But you'll get instructions when you actually buy your ticket.
Oh, okay. A little tease there. I like it a lot. So the website to go to is www.globalconsciousevents.com to find out more. And then, as Margarita said, there's a really great little offer there that you have to jump on there and buy a ticket to find out more about that. David and Margarita, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, and if you would like to, if our viewer would like to do any advertising or anything like that, or get involved in the Spiritual Events Directory group, then you can email us at spiritual events or rebirth at spiritualeventsdirectory.com. And we've also got the magazine, which is Rebirth Magazine, or you can message us on the Facebook page, Spiritual Events Directory. Thank you so much, both of you, and best of luck on the 20th. And I'll enjoy watching you. I'll enjoy watching you.
Oh, that's good. Can't wait to see you, darling. That'll be lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Michelle. Bye-bye.
Bye.